Okay, doing a follow-up from my video last year, which was in regards to Coontie, however you would like to say it. I like to say Coontie. I really get annoyed when people say Coontie, and they're probably right, but I feel like there should be two E's, right? But anyway, just wanted to touch base about how I made this go to this a year later, and I have 3 more outside. I brought this one inside just to show you in regards to wanting to get a variety of butterflies here in Southwest Florida. I live in zone 10A. I received a big old cone last year at my, November of 23 at my Nana's funeral from a neighbor who has a certified habitat in Miami. So I was really excited to meet her and for her to share this. So this is kind of sentimental to me. The reason I made a video is because when I went to look up how to properly grow these seeds, there was absolutely nothing. I Googled, I YouTubed, I TikToked, I did everything. I could not find anything. So not that many people are probably looking on how to grow these seeds, but if you are, I'm glad you found my video, and I hope you found my video. So I will put in a clip about it. I'll try to. I'm not really good with the whole editing thing. I don't typically do videos. This is kind of a first for me. But typically what you want to do, just to touch base, if I can't figure out how to attach the video in here, you will peel the orange off with a knife, scissors, whatever you want. You can soak them. I soaked mine, I believe, for a day or 2, just to make it a lot easier to peel this off. And I didn't do all of them because I had no idea if how I was doing it was going to work, and I wasn't going to sacrifice all the seeds from this luscious pine cone I got. So you peel it, you soak it for a day or 2, and before I planted it, on one of the ends, usually where the point is, I just scored it with a pair of scissors, which means I just took the end of scissors and I just made a nice little slash in it, and then I planted it within a really airy potting soil, which I will also try to attach. I took a video of me actually transplanting it and being really stressed out about it. So yeah, so just wanted to do a follow-up about that. I had it in a half day of direct sun just to be on the safe side. They were on my patio, which only gets afternoon sun. And then after that, I put them outside. I kept them in the same pot until I saw the roots coming out the bottom. I had planted them in pot sizes about this big. I don't know the size, maybe a little 1 to 2, I don't know. But it worked out really well. I was so worried. It took a while for them to sprout. I mean a while. I had planted them, I think January, February, and I didn't see something until, I believe it was like April. So when you go to do it, you know, just periodically with a squirt bottle, you know, go and check, squirt it. Make sure that the soil doesn't get hard and crunchy. I would squeeze it a little bit just to make sure there was room for, you know, the seed to bloom, and it worked out. When I saw the first little guy coming up, if you know, you know, like, it was the greatest success I felt I had. And I believe it actually sprouted on the day that my Nana's house was sold. So that was pretty wild. That kind of blew my mind. It was like, ah, here you go, darling. So yeah, I hope that helps you, and I'll try to attach, and if not, I'll just have to make another video because I do plan to. And I'm going to try to plant the Coonties. I soaked them for pretty much 2 days just because I didn't have time to do this, but this is how they look. I've had them out for an hour or 2. I had some of these left over, so far I've added ash from the fire, some perlite because I don't want it to saturate these pots drain a lot. So from the dollar store, I got one of those like mat thingies where the grip like for a rug, and I cut them up in pieces from the dollar store, and this is what I do. And I just put the bottom where I want it, where there is plenty of drainage, but chunks of soil aren't going to come out, because I don't want these to get like root rot or anything. I feel a lot of pressure on these guys. So you have in the soil, I do know some people can use vermiculite instead. I could get real fancy and go out to some of my palms and make my own kind of cocoa coir, but nah. So I think the concept is to make it where there's plenty of moisture, but where the moisture doesn't leave fast. Hopefully, I just want these to work. I really, really want... I feel like when you really care about something, you're almost more likely to love it to death. I've done that so many times. I spent one time in my life, $150 on a type of philodendron, and I loved that bitch right to its grave. Actually, I loved it for so long. I let it be dead in the pot for I don't know how long. Okay, so I read a few things where there's like a dot and you plant it upwards. There's 2 dots here, so what I'm assuming is that the plant is going to grow from this point. So just for safe measures, I am going to just kind of plant it where like the 2 dots here on the end. Just busted a little stump thumb I got here. I was born with it, so don't ask me what happened to your thumbs. I know you're gonna say something about it, so I'll just say it for you. I love my thumbs. I win thumb wars all the time, and these hands have anaconda grip here, son, so go ahead and say something to my face. I'm just kidding. No judgment here. Happy Easter. But anyway, 3 little dots. I don't even see the little slit I made, but that's good. It doesn't appear to have damaged it, so I'm grateful for that. I'm gonna just put him face up a little bit there, and I'm gonna grab a little bit of this here, and then just a pinch more of this soil mix I got. I don't want it to be heavy on top. I read to plant it about 1/4 into the soil. I don't know if anyone here actually measures that, but I'm assuming that would be a good